What is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny gameplay video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys some footage from two We Ran Out of Medals that I had, with only one game in between the two, so it's kind of in a groove here. And one of them is on Control here on Vertigo, and the other one is going to be a Rift match on Bannerfall. So a couple of things here. First, you'll probably notice a couple of things. One, I'm using the Hopscotch Pilgrim and the Avenue A sniper rifle. So these are weapons you probably haven't seen or used in a while if you've used them at all. The Hopscotch Pilgrim was the recipient of a nerf when TTK hit, I believe, and it dropped the overall impact and raised the rate of fire a little bit. It used to be a 2-burst kill, and it was honestly a little bit OP. But it was a good way of coping with the Last Word and Thorn back when they were ridiculously broken. So, the Avenue A is a blue sniper rifle. It is only year 1. It cannot be brought up, which is kind of a bummer to me. But I'm going to show you guys both of those rolls in a hot second. But first, you'll notice probably in the kill feed that the name of this account I'm using is Girl on a Hippo. That is my wife's PSN. Don't let that confuse you. That's my wife's PSN. So now you're probably like, well, that explains the We Ran Out of Medals. And I understand your concern, but let me put you at ease. You can even look up the stats on this account. My wife doesn't play Destiny. She's played maybe 10 to 15 matches of Destiny in her life since it launched. And I use this account as an alt account just to get footage on. And I used to use it a lot in year 1. In fact, if you go back and revisit my year 1 videos, you'll see a lot of gameplay on this account. Because it was on this account that I got some weapons before I got them on my main. So I kind of juggled both of these characters, and I have 3 characters on this account. I've got 2.0 KD, high combat rating, hundreds and hundreds of matches to pull data from. So the matchmaking is catered towards me. This is me. It's my account on Destiny. So rest easy. This is not easy mode just because I'm playing on my wife's PSN. So in fact, truth be told, in year 1, I actually matched up against Nemesis. I matched up against Invigorate. I matched up against Forget the Rest a couple of times. In fact, I'll never forget the matches against Forget the Rest because it was back when a doubles playlist was active, and I actually got hate mail from them because with this sniper rifle that I'm using, the Avenue A, I used it a lot in year 1, and one of the skills on it is called Who's Next, and it's a terrible perk. But it shares the same emblem as Final Round. So they glanced briefly at the sniper because I was doing work with it, and sent me hate mail because they thought that it was Final Round. So then I messaged them back and I said, I understand you're concerned, but just make sure you read the text there. That's not Final Round. And then they're like, oh, okay. So anyways, all is good and well there. But, so I've had some pretty stiff matchmaking on this PSN. But anyways, now that's out of the way, I want to show my rolls here. First and foremost, this is my Hopscotch Pilgrim. And this was pretty much a god roll in year 1. It was a bit OP, to be honest. But here it has Feeding Frenzy, which gives you increased reload speed after a kill. It has Hidden Hand, it has Small Bore. So your stability is high, and you're rewarded for kills. So I still really like this gun. It's still fun to use. And then here's my Avenue A. It's a really subpar roll, but it does have quick draw and short gaze. So those two things make it pretty stinking good with the overall stats of the gun. It has a low aim assist value. If you care about those sorts of things, I really don't. I just care whether or not a sniper feels good. I play mainly by feel. And this one does. It just feels so good. I really wish that it was year 2 so that I could continue to use it. Like I said, it has Who's Next on it, which is a terrible perk. It just increases the reload speed when you get a kill with the final round in the magazine, which is an awful perk. It's like a really, really nerfed Feeding Frenzy. It's terrible. Now, you'll notice a few things in this gameplay, especially on this control match. I'm using my lightning grenades a lot to block off certain areas. I'm sort of prioritizing when to use my super and what I deem worthy. A couple of times I've dropped supers to protect capture points. At one point I was up on B and I didn't want to get triple capped, and I was the only one up there. So they had A and C, and then they were pushing for B. So I was like, well, I may as well stay up here, use my super. I may die, but we ran out of medals before, so I'm not too concerned about losing the medal. But then it all turned out okay. The super got a kill. I used a lightning grenade to block off the other guy that was pushing, and my teammates got there in time to help push the objective point. So you'll notice I've got a couple of objective point captures here, but at the same time, the way that I play control, a lot of times I will clear out an area, and then as soon as my teammates start capping it, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to be more used to the team actually pushing forward, letting them get the capture, and then I'll start to go ahead and forge a trail for them to follow in behind me. So I do that a lot. In fact, at one point in the game, I was in the top 100 for zone defense kills, where I'm pushing an objective and getting kills on guys who are capturing it. So I don't think I'm nearly that high anymore because I have not played much control in year 2. I pretty much stopped playing it for several months straight. So, but that is sort of my style. I'll let my teammates start capturing, and then I'll push ahead and start blazing a trail for them to come up behind me. And then sometimes when I get in trouble, I'll actually duck back and maybe help to anchor a spawn. Or you've seen a couple of times where I've gotten primed and actually ran straight to teammates so that the guy chasing me runs into a mob of my teammates. And here again, this guy's pushing. I read the radar to kind of time the lightning grenade. I toss it, and it makes taking care of that hammer really, really easy. Here I drop a super on this guy who gets tethered and get a nice triple kill here. And to wrap the game up like that felt pretty good. So you can see the end game screen here. Though we went massive, we got 38 kills with a 12.67 KD and over 7,000 points for our team. So good stuff, good stuff. And then I switched gears. I was just kind of having fun playing sixes because I think it's a good way to practice managing chaos. So here I'm playing some Rift. And I start to get primed, and I'm like, nope, no. And according to my radar, I couldn't tell if it was 1 or 2. So I dropped the super, but either way, I stay alive. I did 1v1 a super, but I never judge anyone for 1v1 supers. Sometimes I think it may not be the most advantageous thing, but sometimes staying alive is really, really important. And right now, I'm in mid-map, and the spark is going to start charging. So I don't want to lose mid-map control in Rift. That's actually a very important thing in Rift. So I go ahead and drop the super on one guy. So anyways, guys, that's about 8 minutes of me talking. So I'll just go ahead and cut out my commentary at this point and let you just watch the gameplay. I will just forewarn you that on the 25th kill for the We Ran Out of Medals on this, you're going to see me derp out pretty hard with several missed shots before I finally connect. Because I was like, I never do this, but in this moment I was sort of like, I had that anticipation, like, oh, here we go, almost gotta get it, and it sort of messed me up and made me rush my shots. But other than that, this gameplay should be pretty good. And I do have to say, I do hate the spawn system in Rift. I feel really bad being on the giving and the receiving end. I think that the spawn system in Rift really needs to be addressed because it's pretty awful, to be honest. So at one point, I push in behind our Spark Runner, and guys are just spawning in front of us, and it's like, at that moment, you always feel bad, but it's like, well, oh, by the way, golden tears there. You always feel bad, but at the same time, it's like, if I don't kill you, you're going to kill me, so I feel bad doing this, but again, that's not a player problem. As long as you're not intentionally farming the spawn for kills, if you're there for a point, like, hey, I got to push in here just to bring the spark in, then that's okay. Obviously, farming spawns for kills is poor sportsmanship, but otherwise it's kind of a necessary evil sometimes when they spawn in front of you and you're like, oh, I gotta do this or else you can shut down my spark runner, so I kind of feel bad. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay, guys. Feel free to share your stories of We Ran Out of Medals and how you got yours and what loadouts you were using. I know I had fun with these weapons again, and guys, I'll catch you in the Crucible.